Oh, wow. He's been hiding out this whole time? And he had the nerve to make tea? Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic. 안녕하세요, Aisha입니다. We are back with another reaction to All of Us Are Dead, or 지금 우리 학교는. We're now on to episode 7. Episode 7, sorry. Too many reaction recordings. All right, last episode was a little bit of an emotional one. We had the discovery of the fact that the bully is indeed still alive and that he has somehow become one, one could say, with the zombie virus. We saw that Suyok actually interacted with him and fought with him. And before the fight was over, unfortunately, he managed to take a chunk out of Namra's arm. And it looks like she is somewhat infected, but she definitely is not acting the way the other infected people have. There seems to be, shall we say, semblances of the infection, but she seems to be able to control it somehow. So we'll have to see how that develops, but obviously everyone in the group now knows that she has been infected. And we also saw that Nayan is still alive somehow. Miss Park does not seem to be around. I don't know if that means that she's dead, but Nayan is still alive and has been holed up in the music room where there's a lot of food and water. So she's kind of in a good spot. Lots going on. I can't believe we're only we're actually towards the tail end of the series now. So I'm really wondering how we're going to end it, if we're actually going to get to a rescue situation. I could almost see this show ending up on a cliffhanger just to drive me crazy, but we're not going to know any of that until we get into the episode. So I'm about to do that. But before I do, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Hopefully you like it here. And if you do like what you see, it would mean a lot to me if you hit that thumbs up button. It really helps out with the algorithm, which helps me out a lot, and I very much appreciate it. And if you really like it, then maybe you'll hit that subscribe button. Join the family. We're growing every day. I have a goal of hitting 10,000 subscribers. Hopefully that will happen soon. I would love it if you were part of that journey. And the same goes for those of you who've been here before. Thank you so much for coming back. Welcome back. Hopefully you like this reaction just as much as you have the other ones, and you will join the fam if you haven't already. All right, that out of the way, let's get into episode 7 right about now.
원래 제대 얼마 안 남은 사람들은 부초도 안 서고.
Why are you lying to your mom?
너 집에 안 오고 딴 데로 튄 거 아니야?
I'm sorry, honey.
어디 가는 거야?
I wouldn't have lied to her. I get it. I wouldn't want my mom to worry either, but I think it's better to just tell her the truth. Because if you don't come back from this, she's just gonna be sitting here waiting, you know?
나도 사랑해 엄마. 이따 전화할게요.
At least you got to have some good words with your mom.
잘 다녀와.
Nah, he's not getting back. You just had to show us that story to be sad, huh? It's 1 week before he got discharged too. That's some bullshit. Oh, they're keeping him for testing, I guess. Or I guess if there's any chance to save him, but I don't think there is. Just a little side note, the fact that he at least got a chance to say that I love you to his mom was one of the last things he said to her. I think it's so important to do that. Every time I talk to my parents, I tell them I love them, even if I'm angry at them or annoyed. I always say I love you last because, like I said, unfortunately, I mean, I'm not expecting a zombie outbreak anytime soon, but I always just want my loved ones to know that the last words I said to them was something positive, because you just never know.
동시에 진행할 예정이다.
That's what didn't I say in the first episode that he's getting that scientist's high? He really just likes what he's doing on top of all this twistedness. Like, he doesn't even see them as humans anymore, obviously, even though it's his family. Oh, it's a graze. Thank God. Okay. A graze is okay. As long as he can get it covered, it won't get infected.
애들이 불안하니까.
너는 안 불안해?
He's like, yes, but, you know, little Suok is talking right now. He figures that if we die, we gonna die, you know, the best way possible.
너한테서 너무 좋은 냄새가 나는 거야.
무슨 냄새?
I don't know. Just something I wanted to bite, damn it. Right?
그 목소리가 날 깨웠다.
Well, isn't that
너내 이름
a
한
very
번도 안
twisted
부른 거 알지?
love story? I think.
이름 부르면 들킬까 봐.
뭘?
Really? You don't know?
너 좋아하는 거.
Yeah, 너무 좋아. I mean, he's been pretty obvious, but sometimes us girls are a little oblivious to those things. She's like, well, Suok, you may not be smart or have the best choice in friends, but you're fine. You are so fine, and you out here jumping like a freaking ninja and maniac out there. That's just hot. Us girls, you know, we like a smart man, but we like a man who's functional usually a lot more. Oh? Oh, was we having a moment? That better not be a bite, Namra. Oh, girl. Ooh, yeah, she like, girl, I died today? Let me get this out of my system. Shoo, if we went in this room with all these fools.
죽기 전에 들켰어.
He's never untying himself from her now. Little Suok is like, we dying today. Okay? We dying with this bitch now. He gonna let her bite him now. Look at his face. Look at him. Kyo-o, Kyo-o. I really hope Namra can be cured though. She didn't deserve that. What, is she super strong now? Is that what happens? As they get strong and they're unkillable? Oh wow, he's been hiding out this whole time? And he had the nerve to make tea?
배고파 미칠 것 같아요.
뭐? 야,
Let her eat the fish. Maybe it'll be enough. How's that? Is it working for you? Don't ask questions. The way you should have just been like, cool, you know, I like raw fish too. It's like sushi. Straight from the source, huh? All right, you deserve what happens to you because I don't know why you didn't just play along. I would have been like, you know what, you hungry? You know what? I know there's a food stash just in the room. Let me just go get it. You wait right here. I'll be right back. No. You stay there. Oh my God. You're about to do something real
난
stupid.
양호실로 가야지.
You dummy. Okay. And what's worse is that he's a teacher. You think he would have figured out that, you know, all the other ones who were bitten don't really talk and chill?
그걸 왜 나한테 말해? 니네 담임한테 가서 얘기하지.
Oh, you see karma coming back for you right now, my guy?
나를 당하지.
Wow.
지금도 그래 보여요?
Oh, screw this guy. This is just, this is karma.
나가. 그냥 제발.
Get out, we too late for that. You busted me over the head. You busted me over the head after you ignored the fact that I was being basically tortured by my bullies. Okay. And he's a hearty meal too, isn't he? So disgusting. It looks chewy. Is her sense of hearing better now too? I want to see if she's affected by sound like the other ones are.
누가 오바이트 하고 있어.
Ew. Okay, so she does have. So that's why the noise bothered the other two, is that their sense of hearing has gone up. This is another good litmus test for us, because Namra was bitten, but she's controlling it. He was bitten by her, and I thought he was the same as the bully, but the teacher fully turned, it looks like. Did she throw up because she really just can't eat the zombie food, or did she throw up because she really hates that teacher? I'm confused. Why can't you hear the girl in the other room who's got all the food? That would have been more helpful. Exposed. Exposed. That's all right, boo. I get nervous stomach sometimes too. It's all right. Don't expose him. Don't you do it. Did you finally hear her? I was about to say, if you heard someone puking 2 levels below and you don't hear her. Seriously? You're still thirsty and shit? Of course, this asshat's still alive. I hope he kills you. It'd be great if you were killed by one of your goons.
더 이상 이 딱거리도 아니고. 야, 너 뭐 잘못 먹었냐? 정신 차려, 정신.
The way I don't care that the bully's getting bullied. It's the circle of life.
나좀 제발 살려. 싫은데.
Damn. Don't feel sorry for you at all. You're getting what you deserve. Please don't let him be like you now. No, I don't want more of these assholes. Please. Only one of them can be like this, please. Damn it! I was hoping you forgot about that.
우리는 몇 명 안 되지만 좀비들은 많잖아.
야, 공부를 못해도 머리는 좀 좋다.
Not all smartness has to do with school. In fact, school is the least, efficient way to measure intelligence, actually. Because for real, You need to be able to run and move and shit. This romantic stuff is cute, but nah. Oh. He's doing pretty well. Thank God he got medical attention. You have super hearing, stop. But I guess he doesn't know that and he won't know that. And I feel like if he'd searched around the station long enough, he would have found the keys to that door, but anyway. You're killing me, sir. I get now why you told your daughter that smarts are not necessary. And shotgun's fire rings out so freaking loud. Nayeon's gonna have to live in there. Ain't no getting out of there unless she goes through the window. Meanwhile, the archery club's just been hanging out.
영어생활관 봉사장 통해서 산으로 올라갈 수 있어.
갈 수 있을까요?
Right?
몰라.
I mean, up the mountain with the three of you maybe, but with Mr. I'm screaming because of my tummy.
그럼 나는
Yeah, you're not gonna make it. I think you should stay here. There's no way you're getting anywhere with that kid. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I know I'm that hard girl, but homie, you're better off finding a place where he can lock himself up, give him like 2-3 days worth of snacks and say, best to you, because this stretcher shit ain't gonna work. He's too heavy. Yeah, of course it broke. My guy's like 180 pounds, easy.
다시 만들자. 더 튼튼하게.
네.
No. I mean, I understand it's hard to leave somebody when they're still like sitting there alive and stuff, but honestly, the best bet for this kid who didn't want to go anywhere in the first place is to just put him in a room somewhere, hole him up, and pray. No, not arming yourself with the chicken.
남이 아저씨는 여기 있어요.
Exactly.
아이고, 아주 훌륭했어요.
If you're gonna be a little bitch. When the child is like, no, I can't handle your whining. You stay here. Me and the baby will go with him.
아저씨 아들이 꼭 너만해. 잘생겼어. 나중에 아저씨가
Oh,
소개시켜줄게.
he has a kid.
저 남자친구 있어요.
She's so cute. Oh my God. Girlfriend's like, just so you know, I'm a taken girl. Why are you screaming so loud? I mean, I know they can hear you anyway, but geez. How fast do you think you can go on a motorbike? It's not even a real motorbike. She said, "Kaja!" That's it, exactly. Thank God his brain's working instead of that coward. You don't shut up? I'd almost say knock him out, except that it would make things worse. Don't you pally me, sir? What pisses me off is his ass shouldn't have been up there in the first place talking about I'm gonna give you a live stream BS. Them zombies should have eaten you up. Now they sit there and risk the life of 2 innocent children and just existed for your ass. It's interesting that they have those two cops there, though. They're such opposing sides of like how people handle situations like this. You got the cop who wants to be like a genuine cop and help everybody, and you got the other guy who's clearly like, I want to save myself and screw everybody else. I really think he would sacrifice the baby to save himself. That's how bad that guy is.
내가 열고 넘어갈게. 잠깐만. 같이 하자. 됐어. 내긴 뭐가 돼?
He's like, you don't get to be the only cool hero.
무슨 일 있었지? 걔가 너 죽인다고 그래서.
Oh, now you finally remembered. Well,
걔남이 죽었어.
he's not.
진짜?
He's not. We thought that before. Body or didn't happen.
나 옛날부터 남나 좋아했어. 한자.
Okay, why are you telling me this?
어? 맨날 남자 되듯이 그러지.
Frack. The fact that he's insulting them. That's the only way to go, huh? Ooh, okay, he hitting some notes, getting some vibrato in that scream. That wall is not gonna hold long. Especially if you get any of those like that athletic chick who just leaped over all of them last time. Plus we still got that asshole who's coming for them now, and he's gonna be smart enough to use the back door. This shot is crazy. This guy's just choking out a zombie back here. What the hell? I think you underestimated how many zombies this was gonna bring. The whole damn school's coming? I keep forgetting that they've got super hearing. They couldn't have known this though. I don't have an easy answer for that one. I mean, I don't think you ever want to hear that your kid's being, dissected for science, but I agree that they need to know the truth anyways, that he's not with us anymore.
괜히 담당자들 괴롭히지 마시고 조용히 통제에 따라주시기 바랍니다.
He said, shut up and mind your place.
전쟁이 나도 안 없어지는 게 학교야. 전쟁에 이겨도 학교가 없으면 지는 거라고.
Did you hear what she said? But I understand that they are fully strapped right now. I mean, who do you save? I mean, the daycares are already gone.
블랙호크라도 동원해서 효선시 학교들 돌아보라고 해.
We got some Blackhawks. Okay. I knew y'all had some extras. Oh, I don't want Big Boy to go, please. I like him. I understand, though. The other two boys have been doing all the dangerous shit so far. Thank you, Chon-san. Have fun with your cousins, Neon. Meanwhile, this chick's just having a casually stroll across the campus. Great day. My lips look awesome. I mean, it might be okay if she leaves, except for the fact that she can infect people, and people would probably take her to a rescue zone. Yeah, actually, no, she's gotta die. She was already insane before she died, or got bitten, so. Start talking, quickly.
밖에 누구 있어요? 밖에 아무도 없어. 누구 있어요? 아무도 없어.
Open the damn door, you coward. They're coming. Yeah, duh. All of them. You know, it'd be easier to see as a group of students versus one student, you selfish asshole. I almost felt sorry for the bullied kid, but if he doesn't open that damn door, he can go. Oh no, not wearing the apron. That is such a cool shot with all the zombies in the courtyard. I hate you. I hope you get your head chopped off by the chopper. The fact that he's got time to casually walk up the stairs because I hate this guy on the rooftop. I'm starting to think it's just karma to have bullies kick his ass now. Help them! But I guess the movie would be over, or the show would be over if they get rescued right now. Okay, you guys don't have time to look shocked. Can you move, please? All right, maybe stand and look shocked instead. That's great. Okay, let's all just stand here and look shocked. Can we move? You're gonna end right here, aren't you? God, I hate this show. How dare you? Well, that's not a good situation, to put it mildly. My guys are kind of screwed. They definitely put them into a very, very, very tight situation. Zombies and this psychopath on your left, locked door on your right, and a little bitch ass kid on the top who wants to punish the entire school for what happened to him, even though the very guy who tried to save him is out there. But okay. All right. I'm telling you, these types of situations show you people's true colors, right? Who's there? I mean, look, zombie apocalypse aside, I get it. If you've been bullied and you've been treated like a piece of crap your entire high school career, and again, I know that a lot of us can look at this, especially from Western countries, and be like, well, is that such a big deal? Like, you're going to graduate, it's going to be over, it's not huge. But Korea is a much different society. Reputation is huge there. Like, it's very important to them, the way that you're portrayed, the way that you're whether or not you really fit into society is a huge part of whether you're successful in that society. So that is why it is so crazy for them to think of not being accepted, or like we saw with that girl, the idea of her video going out and being shamed, the embarrassment it would put on her family is like, that's a lot. I mean, out here, it would still be a lot, but I mean, in the West, we don't think of those things quite as seriously, but in those countries, or not those countries, but in South Korea, it is a bit different. And I get it for that kid. Like, it's been hell for him. Like that girl said, it's not a great situation. His money's the only thing that's been keeping him from getting butt kickings here and there. But to seriously just want everyone to die. Like, he has to know that not everybody in that school, A, was a bully, B, maybe even knew about the bullying, or C, was passive about it, right? Like, I get it. It does feel like everybody sucks in a moment like that, but I think we can all agree that not every student there was bullying this kid. Most of them probably don't even know who he is. That's a huge school. Like, I'm sure there's a good, like, probably 3/4 of the school has no idea who that kid is. And as far as people standing by and doing nothing, unfortunately, that does happen a lot. But that's, I mean, a lot of people don't take time to think about, like, if they were in that situation. Most people don't get involved in bullying situations or violent situations because they're scared that they're going to be the next target. That's a very realistic thought process. It's not cool because when it comes to bullying, like I said way back in episode 1, if everybody stands up, the bullies lose their power. But, you know, it's easier said than done, especially if you aren't somebody who has means as far as financial means or a powerful family, or you're not very strong or athletic yourself. You may not feel like you got the position to actually stand up to people like that. But anyways, let's hope that he didn't give an answer yet. He didn't give an answer, and he was definitely contemplating opening the door. I'm hoping that there's a part of him somewhere that knows it's not okay to let these kids die when he could have changed something about it, especially since they can get out. But obviously we got a problem now. We got one of these freaking hybrids near the roof too. There's no way he's not getting, I mean, they're gonna probably try to test him, and his temperature is, like, we already know that the temperature, actually I shouldn't say that because Namra's temperature is not, well, it's probably lower, but maybe not as low as the other kids. But Namra seems like she must be slightly different, I think, than, what is it, Guinim and the girl, I keep forgetting the girl's on the roof's name. But both of them are not even the same as her. Because, like, for her, she looks almost 100% normal. The other two don't look okay. But we don't know yet, right? We haven't seen anything outside of the fact that her hearing has gone up by, like, 1,000%. So, yeah, I don't know yet. But anyways, my point is that he's there. He can talk. He seems like he's alive. These soldiers may not know enough to not put him on the helicopter. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, shows like this, because we still do have like 5 episodes, I would not put it past this show at all to have like one of these hybrids end up being rescued and taken to a facility and then start biting people, because we can't have safety. We can't have that yet. We need to throw a little chaos in there. Although we've already seen that in the quarantine zone, they brought back that one soldier who they even gave a little bit of a backstory in this episode, and they're keeping him there so they can test him. But I don't know. You know, I'm going. I feel like inevitably he's going to bite somebody, and somebody going to lie about that bite, and it's going to spread. I can feel it already. The fact that they brought in one infected person is all you need to start the domino effect of, you know, the whole situation happening within the facility. And remember how I said in the last episode that prisons are meant to keep people in? Yeah, good luck. If people in there end up getting bit, it's a very good chance they're not getting out, at least not easily. But anyway, yeah, outside of that, this episode kind of more dealt with, it was, again, pretty chill until we got to the end. We just had more of the students just contemplating their situation and what they need to do. As I said before, a few episodes now, they need to, you know, they need to move. They couldn't stay in that room forever. They have no food, they have no water, and obviously the zombies aren't going anywhere, so they need to get to a place where they could potentially be rescued. So the rooftop plan came into effect with Unjo, and I think it was a good plan, with the exception, of course, of, you know, what happens when, you know, we have to keep running. Like, there's still going to be, actually, no, I think the part that Unjo did not know and she couldn't understand yet, because they haven't figured it out, they haven't clearly made the connection between Namra being able to hear Sis throwing up like 2 floors down, is that the noise they make is heard everywhere. Like, it's not, they thought it was just going to be like the zombies on that floor, but we saw they were coming from all directions, all floors. So their sense of hearing is like next level. And so that's the issue, is that being completely quiet's almost impossible. But yeah, they have to understand now that it's not a matter of like, oh, I'm only going to attract the 5 zombies here. If I'm really loud, I'm going to attract zombies for like the next 2 blocks. So that's a huge, it's scary. That's a very difficult thing to deal with. But again, the music thing was a bit on the loud side. So maybe if they're quieter, you know, individual noise won't be as much of a problem. But yes, now I'm thinking that Namra is going to become our guinea pig into understanding and knowing more about how these zombies work and what their weaknesses could potentially be. We already know that they're sensitive to sound. Like, people like her anyways are sensitive to sound. But I think it's that sharp pitch sound, right? Because it's not just regular sound. We saw that the bully and both the girl on the rooftop didn't really much care about the music. But when that weird, you know, that horrible noise that a mic makes when it's too close to an electric source, they were dying, right? You saw them, they were squirming on the ground. Like, that almost took them out. So I think we need to have something like that happen with Namra around. And that's what's going to let us know that they have a weakness. And this is what the military needs to know, because that means they can hurry up and get something that makes a whole lot of really horrible noise. So these guys at least are knocked out long enough to be able to get things done. But anyway, outside of that, of course, we saw that now the students have decided to kind of do a little bit of a, what do you call it? It's kind of a stalemate, shall we say, on the whole situation with Namra. They still are a little weary of her because she could potentially still turn, but they've realized that they got to keep working with her because Suok's not leaving, and he's not leaving her. There's no way Suok's going to be leaving her side anytime soon, and they definitely need Suok because his athleticism and quickness and honestly his willingness to go into danger is absolutely necessary with this group. You can't just leave this all in Chungsan. But we also had a few little moments there. Namra and Suok had a little moment, you know, where they finally, well, he confessed, and then she didn't really confess. Well, actually, no, she kissed him. I think that pretty much counts as a confession. I mean, whether she kissed him because she really liked him or because she's like, I might die, I don't know. But yeah, a little bit of teen drama in here this episode with them finally kind of just admitting that there's a little something there. And I mean, obviously, this is probably bad for Suok the most because I feel like he's about ready to die for this girl now. But it's cute. We need a little bit of levity and something less dire to focus on in a show like this. So I thought that was cute. Plus, of course, Suok, you know, giving Chungsan that knock on the head to remind him, like, dude, like, you are so into Eunjo, like, let's stop acting like you're not. And then him just giving that reassurance, like, I'm not into her like that, dude. Like, I like Namra. It's been Namra. You know, Eunjo's cool or whatever, but I was never feeling her like that. So now that you know this is not going to be a weird choose between my friend and my girl thing, stop, like you said, stop treating her like a dude and act like you really want to act, right? Obviously, things keep going so quickly in this show that they don't really have a time to have that sort of talk. But the nice thing is it's not going to be weird because almost everybody in this group already thinks that they're together anyway. So it's going to be something where everyone's just going to be like, it's about time when it does happen. And then other than that, we just had, obviously, Eunjo's dad, still a badass. He at least now has some arms with him. He's headed to the school, which is great. I don't know how far away he is, though, so it might still be quite the journey. And he is on foot, so that's not easy, but it's probably the best, actually, because cars draw way too much attention. So do shotguns, actually, but I don't think he's got much choice there. We saw that the other cop and the, you know, his cowardly friend there, they did attempt to leave the chicken shop with a motorbike, but of course he didn't want to leave. That's the first thing, is that coward didn't want to leave the chicken shop in the first place. And I mean, he could have stayed, but he didn't want to stay by himself because he's that much of a, anyway. So they went and they were heading to, I think they were trying to head to the nearest police station, but we saw that they got stopped by the idiot vlogger who I actually forgot all about. And the cop, being a cop, wanted to help him. I'm not mad at him for doing it, but in a way I kind of am, because I'm like, I don't know how 3 grown men on one motorbike is not good. Like, that's going to slow that sucker down a lot, because that's not even a full-on motorbike. That's like a moped. So anyway, bless the cops at heart, but I feel like where that dude was safe. So I feel like I would have been like, let me get the babies to safety and then I'll come back for your ass. That's what I would have said. But in the last group we had was the archery club. Not much movement there. They only had, I think, 2 scenes. It's enough, honestly. They're still holed up in the archery club because, of course, Big Boy has been stabbed and he's being a giant baby about it. And yeah, the reality is that they haven't come to yet is that if they actually want to leave the archery center, they're not going to be able to bring him. Not at this rate. Like, if it really is that difficult for him to run without making noise, he's just going to be a hindrance at this point. Trying to carry a gurney in this situation is absolutely that's asking for death. So yeah, since we still have 5 whole episodes left, I'm not exactly sure where we're going to go from here, but I'm very excited to continue on the journey. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video.